Hey, it's Bill coming at you from Santa Monica. I think I covered the afternoon pretty well. Um, I did have a couple of things I was going to talk about. Uh, I have to make a decision, and it's a very difficult one for me because I made my word. I haven't kept. I gave my word that I would do this cart from start to finish. Um, and I know that there's nobody really following yet, but that's not my nature. Uh, if somebody started following tomorrow and I didn't keep my word, then that's bad. And if I don't do something about the incident that happened at the park yesterday, that's bad. And unfortunately, I have a limited capacity between my what I have to do, which is my doctor visits, which, by the way, that got canceled again yesterday. I don't get to see them again now until this is how long it takes. This is a minor canceling. Uh, but I don't get to see them to the end of August now. And that's a simple. that's, oh no, that is one of the, yeah, that's one of the scans. I can't remember if it was for my throat or for my melon. But, so that was, it's not, I mean, it is important. I don't go to those things because they're not. But not like missing the doctor himself. I've done that too. So, oh God, I swear to God, I'm sure I, I'm sure I drive my caseworkers crazy. I mean, I'm sure I must because, uh, you know, I know that I know I'm a handful, but that's what disabled people are. There's a reason we're disabled. If we weren't, then we'd we'd be retarded for a different reason. The one that people get upset over you using. But it happens to be a fact. I am retarded, so I get to say it. And if you are just acting retarded, I'm going to tell you. So, and what are you going to do? Beat me up? I don't care. I've already had that. You're going to beat up a retarded guy for telling you you're retarded? Let's see how that works out for you. So, you know, but I don't know why I'm rambling about that. Probably because I'm in a stupid mood. Uh, so, probably because I hate talking or thinking I mean, I don't mind serious issues at all. But, and I'm actually, I excel, well, I say this, before my whack in the head, uh, I excelled at the heart of the problem, when people would be getting under, is where the more you put on me, the better I was. And I don't know where that came from, but that's how it works, or used to. I haven't really tried it since this happened, so I can't speak for it. There's no way I can already tell you. Multitasking is fantasy land for me now. Uh, and everybody, my psychiatrist, half the time I don't know if they're telling me, because I don't have a sit-down psychiatrist. I could if I wanted one. Um, I have. My psychiatrist is more for, like, I text her at any hour, day or night, but I sent her a text when I first met her and said, this is the easiest way for me to make sure I tell you what's happening, so make sure you turn your phone off. It's basically how I put it. And I said, I don't expect a call back. I said, I'm just telling you so that you can review them, because we used to see each other once a week. And I mean, if I need something more frequent than that, I just have to ask. But that's all I think I need right now. So that's how that works for me. And I'm not saying nobody in my mind is without need of a head doctor, and anybody that's telling you that they don't is probably the one that needs a head doctor the most. I can honestly say that, because I know my father would be adamantly against the idea of sitting down with a psychiatrist and actually believing for 1 second that it could possibly even help him. And of anybody on the planet that could use that, it's him. And yeah, Dad, if you see it, that's coming right out of my mouth. You could use it. And I can guarantee you, your new wife will be the one that says, listen to him. How in the world you got her to marry you? She doesn't. I almost said something I shouldn't have said. It's not anything dirty or anything. Financially, she doesn't need you. So it has to be pure love. And by the way, if you do see this, I'm very happy for you. So, both of you. So congratulations. And anyway, well, I do still have a little more time, so what should I be talking about? Yeah, I do have to deal with that. And I don't know how long I'm gonna. It's not the kind of thing I can take a lot of time to think about. I have to make a decision, and it's tougher decision for me, because I shouldn't even have to make that decision. That should be a decision that the police department makes on their own. I shouldn't. I can't even fathom it being. That's why I'm shaking my head. I can't. It's just numbing to me that the Santa Monica Police Department, given the opportunity, because literally there are multiple lawsuits at hand right here, right now, on this same phone that I'm using, and I tell the police that I have it, and that they should tell the chief of police that I'm happy to sit down and discuss a better way to have this help them instead of screw them up, and I haven't heard back yet. That is mind-numbing to me, and I'm gonna put this out to the TV station, because I told you, it doesn't mean I'm gonna get into the middle of a whole big pissing contest, because that's not my. But I've been more than kind, and if I can unload it on something, have at it, because I'm not worried about the money. I'd rather the problem be cured, but that's the problem. I would rather them deal with me, because I don't need the money. So I would rather the problem be fixed. Everybody always wants to sue. That's not gonna fix a damn thing. And I already told you, it is not gonna make you happy. Anything you think you're gonna come from that pot of gold, you call it, is not. I guarantee you, before you're out of money, which you will be, because if that's how you earn it, that's how you're gonna spend it. So by the time you are broke again, which will be you're going to think in your mind 20 years. I'm going to say less than 18 months. You'll be broke. You won't have any friends. Any person you thought was your girlfriend, wife, or family will be non-existent because you were such a dickhead. I don't know if I could say that, but that works for both of you, male and female. Any color, doesn't matter, race, I don't care, religion, any of it. So, that's my feelings on that. And, like I said, I hope you find something you enjoy. See, I can calm myself right down. So, I do. Sincerely and honestly, I don't care, because everything I'm going to teach you, the only thing you got to do is find that whatever it is that you want to make that makes you so happy. The process of getting there is the only thing that you have to alter. And I mean, honestly, I know you can figure that out. I mean, and if you can't, there's my website. No, I can't. I'll never put a website together for this. So if I ever say that, don't think that for a second. I remember saying something else in the last, not necessarily the last, but one of the other films that just brought me back to that. I said something that was inaccurate. If I don't remember it right now, I'm going to write it down because it was inaccurate. But I remember which one I'm in. Like I said, I'm going to call it a movie. I don't know what it is. But I'm not going to waste time on it. But I know where it's at, and I know it's a mistake. So now I'll see this. I'll have to go back and write it down so that I know exactly what it was. All right, I'm at 12 minutes here. Told you about that. I am gonna get. Well, I gotta again. There's a couple of decisions that I have to make that are not easy for me to make. So I'm gonna take a minute to. I've told you how I have to think things out. So I have to play out both scenarios as well as I can in my mind, so I can make a decision that I'm the happiest with. But I have to make one of the two. I can't handle both. So if it end up having to step away from building the cart until I solve this other issue, then I apologize right now. But I don't know that's the decision yet. I'll know. I'll post this in tomorrow mornings, and I'll tell you what my decision is by then. So I did come up with some very oh, you know, it's a good thing. I should talk a little longer. I put one of my, because of the thing with the police and all that, I had to put some of this in archives, and I wanted to see if it gives me the same amount of storage space. So I'm going to keep talking until it shuts itself off, just to see how much it freed up. What was I going to say? The cart. I could talk about that. Well, let me show you what I did to my bike, because it's all I could find until late this afternoon. I mean late, like on my ride home here. But this is now my bike. And you can see I have this is the original basket I showed that was part of I assume, refrigerator or freezer, a small apartment size, in a totally different alley, in a totally different thing, because this is for a dishwash drying thing, you know, when you hand wash your dishes. It's got the same kind of feet and protective things that this one's got, and all sorts of things, but it looks great. if you care about the looks on a bicycle that you found for free. I don't really care, but you can see that I've got pretty good storage. And then while I was putting that all together tonight, a guy wanted to get rid of that one off of his bike, so I have a backup one, but that's smaller than the ones I found. So that's what I got done with my bike this afternoon. And if I needed to, I could figure out a way to move the storage with that. But on my way I have a route that I do on my way home at night, coming here, and I don't know if it's because there's a high turnover rate in the apartment complex that is nearby, or maybe a group of them or something, but there's always stuff there. And if you start doing this, more often you'll find spots like that. Like I said, I've been doing this since I bought the salvage yard 30 years ago, or however long.